What's going on, pursuers? Welcome to The Pursuit of Calling, the podcast that provides you with the strategies and tools needed to successfully discover and pursue your calling. Whether it's through inspiring stories, thought-provoking interviews, or quick, insightful episodes on personal growth and development, we've got you covered. I'm your host, Thomas Carney. Enjoy the episode. What is going on, pursuers? So, when I was a kid, I was on a baseball team. I played t-ball. I was like one of those kids that played t-ball and then didn't really want to do it but my dad made me. And I was the worst player on the worst team in the league. Like, we were bad. We were at the bottom of the bracket. Like, we were bad. I was bad. And at bat, I was more likely to get hit by the ball than to actually hit the ball with the bat. I was too afraid to swing the bat, too afraid to try and hit the ball because I didn't want to mess up. So most of the time I would hope to get 4 balls. So I would hope to just kind of stand there with my bat up and act like I was going to do something and hope the pitcher sucked so that I could just walk to first base. There was this one time at bat, though, that really sticks in my mind. I walk up to the plate. I'm a lefty, so I was in the lefty box, whichever one that is. I'm not a sports guy. And I'm looking at the pitcher. He pitches the ball. And I actually swung the bat for the first time in forever because I would always strike out. And I swung the bat. I hit the ball. And it immediate foul, goes straight to the dugout and hits the dugout fence. And it was not a good hit. But my coach, this is why it sticks in my mind. My coach, he's cheering. He's like, yeah, let's go. And he's jumping up and down. And it's because I hit the ball. Now, the ball went straight to the dugout. It wasn't a good hit, but my coach, he was cheering. He was celebrating what looked like a small action. It actually looked like a failure, but he knew it was a big win. How often do we do this? How often do we get discouraged and give up after messing up? After taking action and failing to get the result that we were looking for? You know, John Maxwell has a saying and a book. He says, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Because we tend to learn a lot more from our quote unquote failures, from the times we mess up, than the times that we succeed. You want to know how you can pursue your calling well? It's not by doing it perfectly the first time, because newsflash, I think you already know this, you're never going to do something well the first time. You're always going to suck at it the first time. Unless you're some prodigy child, I guess. But it's by pursuing it, though, imperfectly and learning from the mistakes along the way. You do it once, you learn from your mistakes, you learn what not to do, you try again, and you rinse and repeat, and you're going to get better every time. In scripture, Jesus talked about the parable of the talents. If you didn't know, I'm a Christian, so I talk about the Bible and Jesus sometimes. And the parable of the talents. So talents was a denomination of a lot of money back then. And there was a master and 3 servants in this parable, in this story. The master was divvying out some of these talents, some of these funds, while he was going to go away, because he wanted to give these talents to be put into investment, to be able to be used and be able to use for his good, so he can be given something back for the investment that he was putting into the people that he was giving these resources to. One of the servants was given 10 talents. Another one was given 5. Another one was given 1. And in my mind, the person that he gave the 10 talents to was the one that he trusted the most. This guy already shows up. This guy already has put money to work already shows that he can take action and get results. So he was trusted with more. And the guy with the given 5, he showed us up a little bit. He maybe was given 1 talent before and was able to take action and then bring something back to the master with interest or whatever. And then there's a guy with the 1 talent. Maybe he hasn't taken any action yet, but the master, who in this parable is actually a representation of God, is giving him something to use. Maybe he hasn't shown anything yet. He hasn't shown any action. He hasn't shown any results that he can take action and something good can come out of it. Even he hasn't shown that he's willing to fail even. But I'm going to give you something. And I want to see what you're going to do with it. Just real quick, the guy that was given 10 talents, doubled the money. He came out with 20. The guy that was given 5 doubled it. He came out with 10. The guy with 1, though, he was afraid to take action. He took the talent, buried it in the dirt, and then when the master came back, gave him the exact same talent back to him and said, "Here is your money, because I know that you're a master who does not reap where you sow. I know that you're a master that takes more risks that I'm comfortable with. So I would rather just not take the risk and give you back exactly what you gave me. I just wanted to play it safe." And do you know what he was told? He was told he was lazy. Why was he told he was lazy? Because he was afraid to fail. He didn't even take action. He didn't do anything. And so what Jesus' framework here is not trying. Jesus isn't saying trying and messing up is not what he's preaching against. What Jesus is preaching against is inaction out of fear. Jesus wants you to take action and wants you to do it scared. He wants you to swing the bat regardless of knowing what the outcome is going to be. So what does this look like practically? There's 3 steps I want you to look at. There's 3 steps I want you to think about. First step is writing out the goal you're aiming to achieve. Like me, when I was a kid, it was hit the ball with the bat. That was the goal. Hit the ball with the bat. Hit the ball with the bat. Write out the goal you're aiming to achieve. It can be a small goal like that or a big goal. And then I want you to write out something super, uber practical. Write out the next 3 actions you need to take in order to learn what you need to learn and do what you need to do in order to achieve this goal. Now, these aren't, I said that specifically the next 3 actions. Not all of the actions, just the next 3 you need to take in order to learn what you need to learn and do what you need to do. And then step 3 is easy. Now step 3 is easy. Step 3 is take action. Write out the goal. Write out the next 3 steps of things of how you're going to learn what you need to learn or do what you need to do, and then take action. Then do it. Shia LaBeouf, just do it. I'm sorry, my millennials out there will understand that reference. It sounds simple because it is. We overcomplicate our lives to the umpteenth degree. We're afraid to take action because we don't know enough. And how do you find out what you don't know? You take action. You ask questions. You mess up. You fail. And you learn from your mistakes and you try again. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of what will happen if you never do. If you've never failed, you've never grown. Think back to a time when you failed, learn from that failure, and became better for it. Put that in the comments below because let's grow together. Again, put a time when you failed, learn from that failure, and became better for it. Put it in the comments. And also put in the comments what the actions you're going to take this week. What actions are you going to take this week to pursue the goals you're aiming to achieve? How you're going to do that well. So if this episode hit home for you, this is your moment to swing the bat. I'm opening up 5 free 60-minute clarity calls this week. If you feel stuck on one specific thing, like decision making, consistency, confidence, execution, on like taking those 3 next steps, we'll leave the call with a 3-step action plan for the next 7 days, so you can pursue your calling with intentionality and excellence. Book a call today by clicking the link in the description. It's going to look like pursuitofcalling.as.me/intro. Guys, thank you for listening to this episode of the Pursuit of Calling podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, share it on Instagram, share the reels that you see, share it with a friend because it could change their life. Guys, thank you for pursuing your calling. Do it well. Do it with intentionality. And I'll see you next time. Peace.